Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen, to another financial new. Hope you all are doing well. Thank you for being here today. Let's see what we have for you. No, that's not what you want. I'm never really ready with this stuff. I'm sorry, guys. I'll get better. I'll get better. All right. Can you see that properly? Let's do some post ed right here. Oh, I see Wagwan. I'm gonna get another picture. That's cool. I'm okay with being out of the picture. You guys, how do you feel about me being out of the picture? Y'all don't care? Whatever. Here we go. Strengthening the American leadership in digital financial technology. Executive Order, January 23, 2025. So this executive order came out a couple of days ago. And now it's time for us to go through it and see what it's all about. Strengthening American leadership in digital marketplace by the authorization vested in me as president by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, and in order to promise the United States leadership promote the United States leadership in digital assets and financial technology while protecting economy liberty, it is hereby ordered as follows. Section 1. Purpose and policies. Digital assets industry plays a critical role in innovative and economic development in the United States, as well as our international leadership. As well as our nation's international leadership. It is therefore the policy of the administration to support the responsible growth and use the digital asset, blockchain technology, and related technologies across all sectors of the economy. Right? So we want to be open to every and anything money. Right? Hold on. This might be telling me some stuff. So, protecting and promoting the ability for individual citizens and private sector entities alike to access and use a lawful purpose open public blockchain network without pre-sections, including the abilities to develop and deploy software, to participate in mining and validating, to transact with others, people without unlawful censorship, and to maintain self-custody of digital assets. That's what's important. That, to me, is one of the most important things on this entire article. One of the most important things in this article was in the first section where it says that its purpose is to maintain self-custody of digital assets. We no longer have to give our assets to any central bank. Promoting and protecting the sovereignty of the United States dollar, including through actions to promote the development and growth of lawful and legitimate dollar-backed stablecoins worldwide. Protecting and promoting fair and open access to banking services and for all law-abiding individual citizens and private sector entities. This is what for? Providing regulatory clarity and certainty built on technology, neutral relationship framework that accounts for emerging technology, transparent decision making, and a well-defined regulatory body, all of which are essential for supporting a vibrant and inclusive digital economy and innovation in digital assets, permissionless blockchain, and the distributed ledger technology. And 5, taking measures to protect Americans from the risk of central bank digital currencies. What? And taking measures to protect Americans from the risk of central bank digital currencies, which threaten the stability of the financial system, individual privacy, and sovereignty of the United States, including but not prohibiting the establishment, insurance circulations, and use of CBDCs within the jurisdiction of the United States. This doesn't sound like the American government likes central banks, because they are protecting or making measures to protect the Americans from the risk of a central digital bank currencies. Interesting. Section 2. The purpose of this order in the terms digital assets refer to any digital representation of the value that is recorded on digital ledgers, including cryptocurrencies, digital tokens, and stablecoins. The term blockchain means any technology where digital asset is shared across networks by certain public ledgers to verify transactions or mitigate among network particularly. Where did I say mitigate? Or verify transactions or information among network particularly. I don't know where I see mitigate from. Linked used cryptographs to maintain the integrity of the public ledger and to execute all functions. This is 3. Distribute among the network participants in the automated fashion to concurrently update network participants on the state of the public ledger and any other functions. And 5, compose a secure code that is publicly available. Compose a secure code, a source code. Compare a source code that is publicly available. Okay. Central bank digital currencies means a form of digital money or monetary value denominated in the nation unit of amount, unit of account, This is direct liability of the central bank. So CBD means a form of digital money or monetized value denominated in the national unit of accounts. Interesting. Nation. Yeah, national. Revocation of Executive Order 14067 and Department of Treasury Framework of July 7, 2022. Executive Order 1473 of March 2022 ensures responsible development of digital currencies is hereby revoked. I guess I already did it. The Secretary of Treasury is directly to the Secretary of Treasury is directed to immediately revoke the Department of Treasury's Framework of International Engagement of Digital Assets issued. I wonder why they're revoking all these policies. I guess I'm saying that they've already been established, but all policies, directive, and guidance issued pursuant of Executive Order 14067 and the Department of Treasury Framework for International Engagement on Digital Assets are hereby reclaimed and shall be reclaimed by the Secretary of Treasury as appropriate to the extent they are inconsistent with the provisions of this order. So they don't meet the requirements that this new executive order is issuing. The Secretary of the State shall take all appropriate measures to ensure compliance with the policies set forth in this order. Establish of the President Working Group on the Digital Asset Market. There is hereby established within the Nation Economy Council of President's Working Group on Digital Asset Market Working Group. The working group, there's a short form. The working group shall be chaired by a special advisor of AI and crypto chair, special advisor for AI and crypto. In addition to the chair, the work group shall include the following offices and design. The Treasury, the Secretary for the Treasurer, the Attorney General. Now, if I understand correctly, the Attorney General is your representation for the Queen. In Canada, I think that's what she is here. When we have our Attorney General, that's the Queen's representative. Interesting. The Secretary of Commerce, the Secretary of Homeland Security, the Director of Office of Management and Budget, the Assistant of President National Security Affairs, the Assistant of the Presidential National Economy Policy, the Assistant of President for Scientists and Technology, Homeland Security Advisor, Chairman of Securities and Exchange Commissions, and the Chairman of Commodities, Future Trading, Commodities Commissions. As an appropriate and consistent with the applicable laws, the chair may invite the head of other executive departments and agencies or other senior officials within the executive office of the president to attend meetings for the work group based on the relevance of their experience and responsibilities. Within 30 days of the date of this order, the Department of Treasury, the Department of Justice, the Secretary of Exchange Commissions, and other relevant agencies, the head of which are included in the work group, shall identify all regulations, guidance, documents, orders, and other items that affect the digital asset sector. Within 30 days of this date of this order, within 60 days, of this date of this order, each agency shall submit to the chair recommendations with respects to whether each identify regulations, guidance document, orders, or other items should be reclined or modified, or items other than regulations adopted in a regulation. So basically, within 60 days of this order, any agency shall submit. So if you want recommendations, you can do so within 60 days. If you have, hey, I want to do like this, within 180 days of the date of this order, the work group shall report to the president. So 100, and that's it's like 4 months. Let me just verify my math here. 6 months. If we do 30 days. So by summertime, of the date of the order, work group shall submit a report to the president through the APEP, which shall recommend regulations and legislation proposals that advance the policies established in this order. So in 180 days, there's actually going to be legislation and policies. In particular, the report shall focus on the following. 1. The work group shall propose a federal regulatory framework governing the insurance and operation of digital assets, including stablecoins in the United States. The working group report shall consider provisions for market structure oversight, consumer protection, and risk management. The work group shall evaluate the potential creation and maintenance of national digital assets, stockpiles, and purpose criteria for establishing such a stockpile. Potential derivatives from cryptocurrency laws seized by the federal government through its laws enforcement efforts. Potential derivatives from cryptocurrency lawful seizures by the federal government. Oh my goodness. Within this document, it mentions that the federal government will have the lawful right to seize your cryptocurrencies. The chair shall designate executive director of working group who shall be responsible for coordinating its day-to-day functions on issues affecting the national security. The work group shall consist with the Nation Security Council as appropriate and consistent with laws. The work group shall hold public hearings and receive individual expertise from leaders in the digital asset and digital market. 5. Prohibition of digital... What? Prohibition? Am I saying the right words here? That doesn't make sense. Prohibition of central digital bank currencies? The expert is, except to the extent required by law, agencies are hereby prohibited from undertaking any actions to establish, ensure, promote CBDCs within the jurisdiction of the United States or abroad. I'm confused. So the White House does not want CBDCs within their jurisdictions? Except to the extent required by law, any ongoing plans to initiate at any agency related into, hold on, I just want to make sure I said that right. Initiatives. Experts. Except to the extent required by law, any ongoing plans or initiatives at any agencies related to the creation of CBDCs within the jurisdiction of the United States shall be immediately terminated, and no further action can be taken to develop or implement such a plan or initiative. Okay. Serviceability. Servability. If any provisions in this order or application of this provision to any person or circumstance is held to be invalid, the remainder of this order and application of it provisions to be other persons or any circumstances shall not be affected thereby. Okay. Person of person circumstances held is invalid. So in other words, if there's one part of this executive order that is not right, doesn't mean the entire order is wrong. That's all right. General provisions, nothing in this order shall be conducted or impaired or otherwise affected. Shall be construed. Nothing in this order shall be construed to impair or otherwise affect the authority granted by law to execute department agencies or heads of office. Therefore, the functions of the director of the Office of Management and Budget related to the budgetary, administrative, or legal purposes. This order shall be implemented consistent with applicable laws and subject to the availability of appropriation. I don't know what that means. Availability of appropriations. Interesting. In order, this order shall be implemented consistently with all applicable and subject to the availability of appropriation. Okay. This order is not intended to and does not create any rights or benefits, substantive or procedure, enforceable by law or equal by any part against this United States of government and agencies. Hold on. I'm not understanding that sentence. Okay. Doesn't this order is not intended to and does not create any rights or benefits, substantive or preclude, enforceable by law or by any part against the United States and department agencies or entities in its office, employees, or agencies of any other person. This order does not. That's legal. I don't really know what that means. It's confusing. I probably need a lawyer for that particular paragraph. But yeah, from what I'm reading though, the White House does not support CBDCs. They have in 180 days, we're going to be getting laws and regulations in place. And in 60 days, people can make their proposals or adopt any regulations. Say, hey, I want this to be changed. They can modify, sorry. And this is an executive order. Does it say which order this is? No, not really. What order is this? All right, just an executive order. All right, cool. So strengthening the American leadership in digital finance and technology. That was interesting. I would have loved to know what executive order is this, just so we can reference it. So say this is order blah blah blah. It just says in disorder. But there you go. That's interesting. Thank you for joining me. I really have nothing. I kind of wrapped it up already. But what do you think? Does it make sense for the U.S. government to only have stable coins? And I thought the whole thing was CBDCs was the ish. But apparently to the White House, we ain't having it. Okay. I like to understand that perspective. You guys let me know what you think. Comment down below. Put your buttons where they need to be. Do your thing. Let me know how you feel. At the moment, I am open to see what's going to happen. So I don't have nothing else to say, but thank you for joining me. Have a good day. We love y'all. Shout out to the team. Mr. Man. Shout out to the team. All right, I'm out. Have a good day.